Hi everyone, welcome back to my space. Hope you are all doing well. So in today's video, I will be showing you in details how to prepare a commercial egg roll recipe, okay, within the comfort of your home. I have detailed videos on how you can boil your eggs for egg roll, even the ones you can consume. Boiling them hard is very essential for this recipe. Now to the flour, start by sifting your flour. I'll be using 3 cups of flour for this recipe. Okay, this should give me about 10 pieces of egg roll, medium size. Okay, sifting your flour helps to remove any particle in it. Okay, and also incorporates air into the flour. Okay, so it is very essential that you do that. Okay. When done, I went in with sugar. I also went in with some baking powder, salt, and also nutmeg. You can use cinnamon powder if you don't have nutmeg. You can also use vanilla, but nutmeg gives you this traditional taste, if I would say that. So it's also essential for you to use either of them, but nutmeg is always the best. Okay, so now mix properly. This is very important. Mix properly just to make sure that everything you've added are incorporated. So now at this point, you can use either your margarine or oil, cooking oil, any cooking oil of choice. You can use it, most especially if this is for commercial purpose. Use cooking oil. Some people go ahead to add egg, but egg in egg roll, you can also use milk as a liquid, but just keep it simple. The most important thing is that you are enjoying your snack. Okay, so mix properly until you get a sandy texture. Now another thing to do is also to remove some part of the flour which you'll be using to dust your hand and also dust to flour when you are molding. You should do this either before you add butter or margarine or after you've added. I always prefer to take out just the flour you see me took out now. I always prefer to do that after I've added margarine, because in case if I exhaust my egg, I can use the remaining batter. I can just add water to it and then I make it into buns. Okay, now I go in with water. Okay, going in with water, you can also use milk as I said, but water, we are trying to keep it simple, and also in case if you want to make money from it. So mix until you get something sticky, but not as sticky as a puff dough. Okay, you see what I mean? It is sticky but it comes off your hands. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for. I'm just going to set this aside at this moment. Now to the egg. This is the egg after it has been boiled. Okay, if I have added enough oil, I didn't add enough oil to this. If I've added enough oil, all I just need to do is to touch it and the shell will just slip off the egg. Okay, so watch the videos I told you about. I'll be linking them up in those videos. Click and watch. You'll see how you can boil your hard egg, which is very important. Another tip I want to point out: after you've done deshelling the egg, go ahead and rinse them. Why are you rinsing them? Because of the oil. Okay, rinse out the oil from it, then using a paper towel pat it dry. I won't be showing that part. I'm just going to show you how to deshell and all that, but it's essential that you wash it, then pat dry. Then at this point, go in with flour. Flour is just to still make it to be dry. Make sure that you're not putting a watery egg into the batter. Okay, now to the time for the frying. Very important, open your ears very well. So now, how do you mold your egg roll? Egg roll, you don't just see a big egg roll and you thought that it was the batter that made it big. Egg roll, if you just take out a normal bed batter, you are going to make it flat with your palm. Okay, the middle of the palm, you press it very well. Then you take the egg, just the way I'm doing it, place it in the middle, Then see the way I'm locking it now. I'm going to turn it as if I'm turning the key of life. Just turn it very well. Then I'll start rolling it, rolling it, rolling it. Okay. This will help the egg not to pop out inside the oil. Okay, so the way I'm rolling it, let me just paint a scenario for you so you can understand what I'm trying to do. If you remember that time that you were sick and then you were giving medicine, maybe malaria medicine, okay, maybe you don't like to take medicine, and maybe your mom will now say, okay, can you use your swallow to eat it? Now if it's a child that will be molding that, like you that I'm talking to now, the child might put small medicine inside big swallow. Okay, no, that is not what is needed here. You're just going to put small medicine inside what? Small swallow. That is how to do it, so as to be able to fry properly. Okay, the way I'm doing it, small egg, one egg inside, enough butter to cover it, just enough butter. Don't worry about the size, it's going to increase in size once it fries. Okay, so just your egg and enough butter to cover it. If you pack so much butter, see, it's not going to cook properly, and again it is going to soak oil. Now at this point I went in to increase my oil a little bit. Okay, so now also, if you can afford a deep fry thermometer, you can also use that, but fry from 20 to 50, just 20, 50, 40. Okay, just keep on checking it, not make sure that your oil is not too hot. But if you don't have, ensure the oil is not too hot, but you're going to be using oil that is hot enough for you to fry this evenly, because you are deep frying. Why do we deep fry? We deep fry foods that you want them to be evenly cooked on each side at the same time. For example, you deep fry foods like your egg roll, as you can see, your fish roll, chin chin, puff puff. But pastries like donuts, you shallow fry. Okay, why? Because in shallow frying, all you just need to first of all cook one side, then flip to the other side and continue cooking. Now because I forgot this, I was just trying to add more into the oil instead burning, but this burns does not mean it burns into it. Okay, it's just on the surface. Okay, so I continued. And again, another tip you have to know here is that the more of the egg roll you add into the oil, the more you reduce the hotness of the oil. So what are you going to do for your egg roll? Control the heat by using your nut to control it, and also the more you add into it, okay, the more it reduces the heat. Okay, so now we are going to just continue to fry this. Okay, fry evenly, then flip at all times. You see, I also went in again to reduce the heat at some point. Continue flipping. Another thing I want you to understand here also is know the first dough that you added. Okay. See, you are going to be using a lot of instinct to fry this. Know the first dough, and when you are taking it out, you start taking it out from the first one. Okay. So know the first dough, most especially when you were doing other things and you're not here, which I don't advise, but just know the first dough that you added. So you take it out from the first one, and if the rest in the pan are not done yet, you give them their own time to also cook properly. Okay, you see that look, that golden look, that is what we are looking for. Okay, now let us proceed to fry the second batch. The oil at this point was too hot, so I went in to reduce it. You see what I'm trying to say? If I had allowed that oil, you see, the first two that I added, immediately they start browning. Okay, so now I reduced it and added more egg rolls into it. Okay, so that is why they are burnt. But just control, just know that these burns are just on the surface, they are not into it. Fry, continue to flip it on every side, make sure they cook So as I said, I started taking out from the first one. I added one after the other. Now I'm going to be allowing this tray to cook properly. Now it's time to take it out. Finally, this is our golden goodness. Okay, this egg roll, trust me, tasted so yummy. This is the moment of truth. I'm going to cut it open with a knife just for you to see how it is inside. Look at that. You see, it is all done inside, and I can assure you it tasted so yummy. Trust me. You can enjoy this with any soft drink of choice. Thank you so much for watching. Till I see my next one. Bye.